4 years have passed since the mortal races banded together and stood united against the might of the Burning Legion. Though Azeroth was saved, the tenuous pact between the Horde and the Alliance has all but evaporated.
So everything that's happened so far has been more like foreplay. Now we come to the full frontal lore for any of you that managed to stay awake until this video. So there's so many individual subplots in Vanilla WoW that I think the best solution is just to ignore them all and just focus on the central and most interesting storylines, and back then this mainly involved Onyxia. Onyxia was one of the Black Dragonflight who all looked up to their psycho leader and her father Deathwing, who's now in his secret hideout in Deepholm. With Deathwing as their role model, the Black Dragonflight tend to enjoy messing everyone else's shit up. To do this, Onyxia was manipulating politicians in Stormwind to generally cause as much chaos and suffering as possible. Onyxia, being an annoying bitch, was also helping out her brother Nefarian build up some troops, including his experimental creation of combining the different coloured dragonflights into one all-powerful dragonflight called the Chromatic Dragonflight in Blackwing Lair. This army building hobby of his was motivated by the fact that Blackrock Mountain wasn't really roomy enough for him and Ragnaros, and so his ingenious solution was to destroy him. Also helpful advice for anyone who lives in shared housing with proximity issues. Housemate taking up too much of your cupboard space? Just get on with it and destroy them. So after taking care of Ragnaros, Nefarian would be able to sit back and enjoy doing what he loves best, destroying more shit. Oh yeah, and the Blackrock Orcs, being true to Iron Horde values of war and killing, were helping Nefarian so they could get their nasty version of the Horde back. The Leroy Jenkins clip, that has in no way been overplayed, actually took place in a part of Blackrock Spire called the Rookery, where the Dark Iron Orcs are hatching lots of black dragons for Nefarian's army. So we mentioned Ragnaros, what's he been up to? Some people say this guy's ugly, but I think he's pretty hot. Joke successfully pulled off, now back to story stuff. Ragnaros, as we all know from part 2 of my jaw-dropping lore videos, was summoned by Thorisian, and subsequently went rogue. He's basically been hanging out, building his army to take over shit, using the remaining Dark Iron Dwarves to create golems, made out of old Titan bits and elemental shit. Anyway, eventually we get our asses in gear and kill all this crap in raids, to put it bluntly. Other than that, the trolls summon a blood god that's not really a proper god called Hakar, or Hakar, and Kel'Thuzad does a scourge invasion on behalf of the Lich King. We kill those, and some monster things called the Old Gods start making big insects in their own image and try to kill us. We kill that shit as well. There's loads of other lore videos on YouTube about these ones, but they don't really tie into the overall story for the purpose of these videos, so unlucky Old Gods and Hakar, you didn't make it in, I'm afraid. Now let's get on with sexy burning Crusade lore.